Am I the only one who's ever had to deal with disappointment? If I'm not, can the church say amen? Amen. I know I'm not alone. Okay, let's talk about it. Talk yourself happy. Okay, so here's a little story that I shouldn't share, but I'm going to share. I am one of those people who gets it in my mind that something's going to happen and then the Lord's going to do it. Like, okay, for instance, when I left CBN, I knew I was going to move. It made sense to move, right? So what did I do? I cleaned out my closets. I called a realtor. I gave away my food. I gave away my food to the homeless people. And meanwhile, I'm sitting here hungry in my own kitchen because I gave away my food. Why? Because I was convinced I was moving. Why? I don't know. I just convinced myself that since I left CBN, I must be moving somewhere else, right? So I told Jesus, it's time for you to jump on this bandwagon and make it happen. Somewhere down the line, I put it in my mind that I was going to move by a certain time frame. Half my house on the other side is boxed up. I'm talking, listen, you know it's bad when you box up your toothbrush and in the morning you're sitting there like, my breath is funky. I need to brush my teeth, but you can't find the toothpaste. Anyway, let me bring the story back. So I got disappointed because I did one of the biggest things that I think a lot of Christians do. We place expectations on God that He never agreed to. I mean, think about it. Even as a single person, I've said, okay, Lord, by the time I'm 40, I know I want to be married with another kid. Well, I'm 40, and I do have one kid, but he's 11 and I'm still not married. Why? Because I'm waiting for that person to ring my doorbell to say, boo, how you doing? I'm here for you. Yeah, it hasn't happened yet, but keep hope alive. Anyway, so think about that moment in your life where you've been disappointed that something hasn't happened the way that you wanted to happen. Something didn't happen when you wanted to happen, or just point blank, something didn't happen. Well, once again, what are the reasons that happens? Number one, we place expectations on God He never agreed to. Number two, we just kind of make stuff up because we really, really want it. And number three, I don't know, you fill out your own number three, but you get the point. The bottom line is this. As Christians, how can we handle disappointment? Or better yet, how can we overcome disappointment? Number one, we really have to make sure that God told us whatever He told us. So if He said that He's going to do something, God is faithful to His word. He's going to do it. He is not a man who lies. If He says yes, He means yes. If He says no, He means no, but He is going to do it. And number two, we have to recognize that no matter what God says, we still have to be appreciative for what He's already done for us, like right now, what we see, what we feel, what we touch. We've got to embrace that and be thankful for it and really count our blessings for it today. And the third and final thing, now, can I tell you, this is my number one issue. I get so disappointed when things don't happen when I expect them to happen. I know God said He's going to do it. I know it's going to happen one day, but I really want it to happen when I want it to happen. Here's the deal. We can't keep placing expectations on God in terms of what He needs to do, how He needs to do it, or when He needs to do it. We just need to ultimately lay it over to Him and trust Him. Okay, so that I don't feel like I'm crazy having half my house boxed up, thinking I'm moving when Jesus never really said it, will you please tell me your story? Share your story of where maybe you're disappointed in some area of life so that we could all, sing Kumbaya together. In the meantime, let's count our blessings and remember to talk yourself happy. Girl, I just talked myself happy. I like that one.